training. It's just part of our process. We want to pick the best, and then we want to train them to do it the way that we do it, and move this company forward. So those folks, again, this is for you. To the governor, again, thank you. To all the citizens of Kentucky, Custom Cooler gives its solemn pledge today to be a solid citizen and a good neighbor. And we'll work very hard to fulfill the four-way win that I talked about. At this time, I'd like to introduce a couple of more speakers. Howard Saunders. Howard Saunders is the General Manager for Kentucky Operations. Howard, if you want to come and take this away from me, you're up.
The governor says you're out here. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, everybody. A lot of you I've just met recently, but there's a lot of local folk here I've seen in the audience, and thanks for being a part of our day. We welcome you here. Like Ray said, it started as a little bit of a dream a few months ago, took legs, made some fruition, and today we're part of that. Steve and Ray, thank you guys for selecting here. And young Kim, this guy is the blood and guts inside. When we started, he's trained our people, work with those guys, and everything you will see in here. And you're welcome to walk through, make a visit to see how we do things, enjoy some refreshments, and see what investment this company has made in your community and in this area. There's a few people also that helped put this together. This was just a vacant building a few months ago. Used to be a very large facility for this area. A lot of people know this as the old Arco building. This building is now full, folks, if you don't know that. And we're glad to be a part of that, to be a part of that effort. There are some contractors, though, who helped us also, as well as young Kim, put this together. Ronnie Greenfield, where are you? There he is back there. You will walk in and see an office. That office is constructed out of our panels, and you'll be proud of it to see it too. Ronnie helped put that together. Never knew what a panel like went together until Ray said, "You won't have any trouble, just trust me." And he did it, and he did it. He's a local guy. Charles Cooper, are you in the audience? Base Tech? All the electrical in this building was updated, the lights, all the electrical panels and etc. Can't have any of that equipment running without those efforts. Local suppliers that have come in, from Kaufman Electric to our local Dean and Jean Haley, where are you guys at? We buy a lot of bolts, nuts, and screws and everything else. The local citizens, you know, from the banks, from you name it. I just can't thank you enough, Todd County, Elkton, for making this a very successful adventure for us. I'm supposed to be short because young Kim has a 20-minute speech that I'm supposed to. Just teasing. You heard from Ray. There's a lot of guys in the audience and ladies that have blue shirts on. Later on, we welcome you to go through. They will help direct you. They will be at their workstations. Ask them questions. What are you doing? How are you doing it? They're going to show you how we make a panel to some extent, so we can show you what we're doing. Like we said, 18 employees, and they start with Josh. You guys will know a lot of these. Tommy, Robert, Mike, Lance, Billy, another Lance, Big Ed. Where's Big Ed at? He's hiding out there somewhere. Jesse. You know, folks, we can just go on and on and on and name people. Penny was one I had locally that I wanted to bring forward. So Penny is our office manager. She just lives barely in the edge of out of Tennessee, into Tennessee. but she's a local person too. But everybody that we've hired that's working in the area is from this area, either Todd County or Logan or Christian County. So give them all a hand. They're the ones going to make it happen. In the state of Kentucky, our motto is what, Brother Bashir?
United we stand, divided we fall.
That's exactly right. We're united together, and we're not going to fall, folks. We're going to continue in that field of dreams that is planted out there in that cornfield somewhere. We may be adding this building down that way next year. I grew up in this state. Was born and raised here. I've traveled all over the world in different areas. But this is home. The lady coming next is no different. Our director of East Coast Sales, Tina Ballman, grew up in this state also. We are proud to call this home for not only a first time, but a second time. So we're coming back home, folks. So Tina is coming out.
I'm probably the only one that's nervous of the group, but I'm from Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, born and raised. I have 96 first cousins that still live there. My grandmother was a real McCoy of the Hatfield and McCoy. So I guess my job up here is to tell you about Custom Cooler and what we do. We build walk-in coolers. Part of that includes glass doors, double acting doors, and other types of products like that. And it's those vendors, they're here as well to congratulate us, that support us, that brought us here today. So we want to thank all of our vendors. We provide supermarkets, convenience stores, restaurants, commissaries, anything where you have food, we make something that goes there. So if you know anybody that needs a walk-in, have them call me. We're here. I'm very proud to be a part of Custom Cooler. It's a family-owned company. For me, that's a big deal. It's a big part of why I've been successful. A lot of the people over here are the salespeople that are out in the field that sell for us every day. So they're going to make us successful as well. So we want to thank all of you guys for making it and being a part of Custom Cooler. It's my job to make this successful, and I'm going to do it with their help and with your help. So let's go.
Thank you, Tina. And I need to clear something up before I go any further. I think that everybody knows everybody here, but when I introduced the president of the company a while ago, I said Steve King. It's Steve Lee. But he is king for today in Todd County. You know? I'm glad he didn't want to okay. Well, I like to fess up to my errors, and I made that error, and I'm glad that we've got these folks here to be with us today. Next, we're going to bring on some community people that have been involved in the development and the bringing this organization to our community. First up, Nancy Kemp, Mayor of Elkton. Mayor Kemp.
Governor, I must say, we're making history today. It's not every day we get to welcome you on the same piece of property twice, but that's happening today. We're so thankful that Custom Coolers chose to come here. There are lots of miles between here and California, and you could have stopped anywhere, but you didn't. And we thank you for that. We really are proud to have you all. When I first met Steve and Ray, they weren't strangers. They seemed like they'd always been here. If you all remember that day, it was just like home folks were here. So, but I haven't met Young yet, and I see him over there, so don't leave. I want to meet you too. Howard has just been the busiest man I know anywhere. He's working at both companies, and And we want to show our expression too to glass doors, because I feel like they had a big part in custom coolers coming here. And Jerry Wheeler just came back home, so we're glad to have them. We are so proud that you all are using local help, our local people that you're hiring. And that means so much to us. We went through a spell where it was really, really hard not having any industry. And now we have two on the same piece of property, so that's just a wonderful thing for us. And we have to thank the Todd County Industrial Foundation for that. John Walton has put a lot of work into this and a lot of miles. John, thank you. He's really worked at it. We appreciate the investment that you put in this area, and it's going to show. It helps, and things are really looking up for us. So we're proud. Thank you all so much. I have to stop because Mitch told me I had 2 minutes, and he has a stopwatch. So Daryl's going to come up next.
Thank you, Mayor. Next we have Todd County Judge Darrell Greenfield. Judge.
Thank you. 2 minutes. Now, I got 2 minutes too, so I better hurry up. But this is a great day in Elkton and Todd County, and I'm excited about this, if you can't tell. I mean, this is jobs. And as I mentioned earlier about all these blue shirts out here, you know, they're our neighbors. Literally, some of them are my neighbors. I've used several of these young men and women since they were kids. You know, this is what it's about, folks, is bringing jobs into Todd County, and we're very thankful for this group. Governor, we thank you for coming and being with us in this thing. Also, Steve, thank you. Ray, Young, thank you. You know, they could stop a lot of places, as somebody's already said, between here and California or even further, but they chose Todd County. And we are very thankful, and we really thank you for employing as many young people here in our county and sending them off, getting them trained. I mean, this thing is programmed for success. And, you know, and I'm very thankful for it. And it's, I also want to thank the official court. We had a couple masters here today that helped us bring some help to these people to get them here. And the city council, Nancy, city council, thank you. I think, you know, it's not a handout. This is an investment in our community, and you know, I know that's the way we look at it, and it's going to pay back 100-fold real quick. Also, I'd like to thank the Industrial Foundation. It's already